I lived a double life for 10 years and nobody suspected. I don't even know where to start with this. For 10 years, I've been living a double life. And the crazy part? Nobody around me, my family, my wife, my kids, my friends, suspected a thing. On the surface, I looked like the most ordinary guy in the world. Married young, 2 kids, steady job, lived in the suburbs, barbecues on weekends, school runs, grocery shopping. If you asked my neighbors, they'd probably describe me as boring but reliable. But beneath that surface, I was someone else. It started small. At first, it wasn't about deception. It was about escape. My day job was soul-crushing. I worked in corporate sales, the kind where you spend your entire day cold calling people who don't want to talk to you. I'd get home, exhausted, and stare at the ceiling wondering if this was it, if this was my whole life. Then one night, in a late-night internet forum, long before Reddit was what it is today, I created an anonymous account. That was the seed. That anonymous username became the real me. At first, my online identity was harmless. I posted jokes, shared rants about work, argued about TV shows, but slowly it grew. I started writing stories under that name, then blogging, then freelancing. Eventually, I was making enough money under that identity to cover all my bills, and my wife had no idea. Every evening after she went to bed, I'd sit in the dim glow of my laptop typing furiously. To her, I was just relaxing online. In reality, I was building a second career, second bank account, second entire life. But here's where it gets darker. Along the way, I also started relationships. Not physical, at least not at first, but emotional ones. I had friends, confidants, even people who thought they knew me better than my own family did. I shared secrets I could never tell my wife. I created a whole personality around being adventurous, free-spirited, witty, and people loved that version of me. So I fed it. For years, I juggled both lives. By day, I was the suburban husband. By night, I was this charismatic, mysterious writer with a growing online following. But lies are like cracks in glass. No matter how small, they spread. It started with my wife asking simple questions. Why are you up so late every night? Who are you always messaging? Why are you so tired at breakfast? I always had excuses. Work stress, insomnia, reading articles. She believed me, but I could see suspicion flicker in her eyes sometimes. Then came the money. I was making thousands of dollars on the side, and I couldn't exactly explain how. I funneled it into a separate account, then into crypto. I told her we were saving aggressively, and that I got small bonuses. Lies stacked on lies until I couldn't keep track anymore. The breaking point came when someone from my second life wanted to meet in person. She wasn't just some stranger online. We had been talking for 4 years. She knew about my dreams, my fears, my struggles. She thought I was single. I should have cut it off. But instead, I agreed. We met at a cafe, and the moment she saw me, I knew she realized. I wasn't who I had portrayed. I wasn't single. I wasn't carefree. I wasn't the mysterious guy she'd imagined. I was just me, married, ordinary. The look of betrayal on her face still haunts me. She didn't scream. She didn't cry. She just said, "You lied to me for years." Then she walked away. I thought that was the end. But it wasn't. A week later, my wife got an email. It wasn't from me. It was from her. The woman I had met sent my wife screenshots, chats, emails, even drafts of stories where I had written about living a double life. Everything came crashing down. That night, my wife confronted me. Her face was pale, hands shaking. "Who are you really?" she asked. And for the first time in 10 years, I couldn't answer. My marriage almost ended. My wife felt like she'd been living with a stranger. My kids stopped talking to me for weeks. My parents were furious when they found out about the secret bank accounts. But weirdly, what hurt the most was losing my second family. The friends, the followers, the people who knew me as that other version. Almost all of them cut me off after the truth came out. I went from juggling 2 lives to having none. It's been 3 years since everything exploded. My wife and I are still together, but it's fragile. I've stopped living online under fake names. No more secret identities, no more lies. But sometimes, late at night, I sit at my laptop and stare at the login screen of my old account. Part of me misses that world. Part of me still wants to be that person. And part of me knows I'll never really escape him.